Have you ever wondered if it would be possible to feed a family of 4 delicious meals, dinner for 7 days with only $20? Well, it's possible. And using only a few ingredients, I'll show you how you can cook dinner for 4 people that will be enough to last for 7 days. Don't believe it? Just watch. I was looking at lettuce because it's $168 for a head of lettuce, which is not bad. $168 seems to be the price over here, at least right now. And then you have the small bags right here, the classic bags, $158. So it seems like it'd be smarter to actually get a head of lettuce, chop that up, and spread it out the way I wanted to make it spread for a couple meals. These carrots are actually a good price. I thought this was a good price for these baby carrots. They're 98 cents. Like, these would take some work. You know, you would have to soak them, shave them, just get them to kind of look up to par for your meal, which is not bad. I do that all the time. But if you want something that might be quicker and more convenient, these baby carrots, let's look at the pounds. This is 1 pound. And over here, these are, let's see, 1 pound. Wow. So, I mean, same weight, but these look like they require less work. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with these. So quick tip, I want to remind you of something that you may or may not know. So when you're buying produce items that have a set price, like this lettuce, it's just $168 no matter which one you get. I like to come over to the scale and weigh the items to make sure that I'm getting one of the larger varieties. Because as you can see, this one says it's 1.15 pounds. So it's gonna be $168 no matter what, because that's the set price. But I'm gonna weigh this next one and let's see if it weighs a little bit more. 1.73 pounds. That is such a difference. When you're getting items, again, that have a set price, weigh them, because wouldn't you rather get more for your money? What I really like about Walmart is that they have this tomato sauce for only 98 cents. It's a huge can. I'm just gonna pull one down so you can see. It's a huge can. It says that it's 1 pound. Like 1 pound and 13 ounces. So 29 ounces, that's 1 pound, 13 ounces for this huge can of tomato sauce, only 98 cents. Now let's compare it to the one next to it for 72 cents. You wouldn't want to get this one right here. It's only 15 ounces. When for a couple cents more, you could get this one that's 1 whole pound, 13 ounces. And they don't just have the sauce, they have diced. Over here you can see diced also. 98 cents for the dice, and if you look up here, they also have crushed for 98 cents. The family size green beans are only 98 cents, and I know that's not the best price. I know sometimes you can get a better price if you grow your own, of course, and if you go to the grocery store and they're having a sale. But I think for a family size can this size is 1 pound, 12 ounces at Walmart for only 98 cents. If you need it really quick and you don't have time to shop around, this is the best place to get it. The rice is only 76 cents, and guys, this is for 16 ounces. So that's 1 pound, 16 ounces, 76 cents. Of course, the more you buy, like down here you can see 5 pounds is $2.58. So the more you buy, of course, the more you save if you're buying in bulk. But since we're just trying to get through the week, we're gonna go with this bag that's only 76 cents. Ramen is one of the most overlooked foods when it comes to budget meals, because a lot of people are like, listen, I don't want struggle meals. I want to eat something that I would feel good about. But you can feel good about eating ramen if you think outside of the box. And I have a couple ideas for this ramen. So you can see here at Walmart, it's only 28 cents for the pack of ramen. So I'm going to grab 2 of these, and this should be enough for a family meal. Tortillas are always a really good option because you can have bread at every meal if you find a pack that's actually really affordable. And at Walmart, they have tons of tortillas for a really good price. So I'm thinking I might add some of these to my meal. I'm not sure yet, but if I find a pack that I think fits the budget, I just might do that. So a lot of people overlook this chicken at Walmart, but check it out, it's only $5.47. $5.47 for a 5-pound bag. That's not bad at all. So I don't know if you like drumsticks or not, but when you're on a budget, sometimes you don't want to be as picky. And $5.47 for a 5-pound bag, that works out to like $109 per pound. So that's not bad at all. $109 per pound. Sometimes you can find it cheaper in a grocery store for like 99 cents per pound, but I think $109 per pound is not bad. So after getting the chicken, I decided to get a ground turkey roll because it was only $2.10, and I thought that was a really great price. I also got cheese. I know cheese is kind of for rich people, but I decided I had enough left in my budget to get cheese for the meal. I also picked up some pasta at only 92 cents. I thought the pasta was a pretty good price. I threw in an onion, just in case you don't have seasonings at home. Onions are a really good way to get things seasoned, and I also picked up a can of tomato sauce. It was reasonably priced at only 38 cents. My total for everything came out to $19.10, and I had just enough to get started on my meal. So let's do a quick recap on everything I got from the store. I got ramen, and I also got diced tomatoes. I got a head of lettuce, which I will use for so many things. The cheese I got and chopped it up. I got rice, and I also got tortillas. The rice and tortillas, I was really happy about both of those because they will stretch so much for the week. And then I got the turkey roll. It's not a lot of meat, but I really feel like we can do something amazing with the turkey. And tomato sauce was something I threw in at the last minute, but it was only 38 cents for the can, and I thought that wasn't bad. And of course, this huge can of green beans, only 98 cents. You really can't beat that. Pasta for 92 cents. I decided to go with the Garden Rotini, and I was pretty happy about that. I picked up some carrots for only 98 cents, and I got a 5-pound bag of chicken for only $5.47. What a steal. Guys, I got the ramen, and I think I'm ready to start off with the meal. So let's get started with the first thing. First, I'm going to prepare some ramen. This is going to be easy to prepare. I'm just putting water in there and boiling the ramen as you normally would boil ramen. But I don't want it to get too soft because I have plans for the ramen. So this is going to be the first meal. This is Monday's meal. I'm just boiling this ramen, and I don't want it to get too soft. But I'm going to start chopping carrots because chopping up these carrots is important. I'm going to be using carrots so much during the week. So I'm just going to chop them all up. Maybe different ways. I'll chop some long and I'll chop some really short and maybe chop some really tiny, but you can chop yours however you want to. After you see what I'm doing, maybe it'll give you some more ideas for how you want to do yours. But now that my ramen is the consistency that I wanted, I just added in some carrots, and I only used one of the seasoning packets, and I don't even think I used the whole thing, just half of it. And now I'm going to just chop up some lettuce. Guys, I promise this meal will come together. So I'm just rinsing the lettuce, chopping the lettuce, and I'm chopping the lettuce different ways. Now, I don't want to chop it all. So you see, I'm chopping some of it for salad, and others of the lettuce I'm going to keep whole, and I'll show you why, because we're going to do some really fun things with the lettuce. Now, let's talk about these tortillas. I'm just going to start taking these out to get them prepared because they give you so many in the pack. I mean, it's a huge pack of tortillas, but let me tell you this. I do prefer to eat these after they've been in the oven or fried because they taste best that way. Corn tortillas don't really taste amazing to me right out of the pack. So I decided to kind of put mine in the oven because then it's easier to fold them and they actually just taste a lot better. But more on that later. Now I have my diced tomatoes out also. I put them in little bowls. That way I knew I would have enough for the week. This is the first meal. With the first meal, we have the ramen, we have carrots, a little bit of salad with some tomato on top. Let's see how the family enjoyed it.
This is good.
Really good.
I'm done.
The ramen tastes really good, and with the lettuce, you should like eat it together.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm. I like the crunch.
It's like soft, but it's like really good.
It kind of reminds me of like chicken noodle soup.
I still can't get over that lettuce piece. It was really good.
I like
Oh, you
carrots.
ate your whole bite? I ate it in 2 bites because it was really good.
Am I snacking too much?
I don't think so. If you are, I didn't notice. Maybe I'm smacking too much.
I'm about to slurp it.
I can't stop slipping. It's really good.
You have to eat it like it's fancy.
It is fancy. I feel like I'm at a gourmet restaurant.
So it looks like meal number 1 was a success. Let's get started on meal number 2. Now tonight we're going to use this seasoned ground turkey and make something extra special. It already comes seasoned, so it's easy to prepare. I was very surprised at how much was actually in the roll and at the way it smelled when it was cooking. It smelled amazing. I took the onion and I started to cut it up so that I could use it in different recipes. I wanted to be able to use it all week, but for this recipe I mixed in some of the onion, some of the carrots with the ground turkey, and I know that's going to last for many meals. And now let's just go ahead and cook the rice. You cook the rice how you cook rice, guys. We know how to cook rice. I cooked the entire bag though because everything we're using is going to span across multiple meals. Now if you have butter and salt and pepper, use those things because they're usually kitchen staples. Most people have these pantry staples, right? But if you don't have those things, that's okay. Just throw in some onions, use any oils or anything that you have to prepare. Now, with the lettuce, this is why I didn't chop it all, because with the lettuce, I felt like some of these would make good lettuce bowls. So that's why we wanted to keep some of the lettuce whole. So check this out. Tell me what you think. And let's actually go ahead and see what the family thinks. We just put some of the tomatoes that we had on there. Remember, I separated them into small bowls so that we would have enough. And we put some of the rice in there with that turkey mixture. These are easy, fun, and affordable lettuce bowls.
Because I kind of want to pick it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat mine.
Let's try it. Okay, I'm gonna try it like.
Now I feel bad for not eating like my.
No, you can eat it
mine
like
both.
that. You can
Just
do it
eat
either
it
way.
both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat mine like this.
It's like a healthy taco.
I gotta eat mine.
This is really good.
I'm making a mess.
This is good.
Well, it looks like Tuesday night dinner was a hit. Lettuce bowls for the win. And they were easy to make and delicious, and they didn't take a lot of ingredients. So if you have more stuff in your pantry, add more. Dress up the plate if you have it. If you don't, this was more than enough. Now I'm using the tomato sauce and I'm just spreading them on the tortillas for our third meal. So this is our third meal. We're just gonna spread some of that tomato sauce on there. It looks pretty good. Remember, these are corn tortillas, and I'm just gonna put some cheese on there. We got cheese, y'all. We didn't get a lot of cheese, but it's enough. I think it's enough to spread out for what we wanna use it for. So you can see that chopping up the cheese as opposed to buying shredded cheese will probably work better for you. If you have a cheese grater, use that. I didn't have one with me, but if you have a cheese grater, use a cheese grater and you can get a lot more out of that cheese. So now I'm just taking some of that turkey mixture because remember, for the lettuce bowls, we didn't use it all. I'm kind of picking off of it, but we do have some left. So now I'm just washing some more lettuce because we are going to throw a nice little salad on there. And I'm still just taking some of the tomatoes out of that same tomato can. Let's put these in the oven, guys. We are making mini pizzas and they look delicious. Now you can make as many as you have ingredients for, but for the sake of this video, we bought a certain amount of ingredients, so we just want to make a certain amount of pizza just to show you that it is possible. And that's enough for maybe 2 adults to get 2 on their plate and then the children to get 1 each. But in my family, it's the kids that wanted 2 and the adults that got 1.
So colorful.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try the salad first.
mini
Even though
pizzas. Mini pizza. Oh yeah, this is good.
I wanna try.
That's good.
It's good.
This is really good.
The mixture of the cheese and the meat, I can't believe this is turkey because the mixture of it tastes really
I forgot
good.
it was turkey.
And the carrot seed tastes really good on the pizza.
It's a healthy meal.
It kind of even tastes like the carrots. They taste like a replacement for like olives or like mushrooms.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it gives it like a crunchy consistency. It's so good. I kind of want to make mine like a taco.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm making mine a taco. This looks good.
Oh, I should add that. How does it taste with it? Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
All right, Deja, I'm gonna copy you. Okay.
This is really good.
Okay, it's like a little mini like taco.
Yeah, you just put it.
This is really good.
I like the
This is really
addition
good.
of the lettuce.
I like the extra crunch.
Me too. Oh, sure.
So it looks like mini pizzas were a success, especially with the teenagers. So let's move on, y'all. This is going by really fast. I just put the pasta in the pot, and we're just gonna cook pasta as we normally do. And then I'm adding the rest of that turkey mixture in there. I'm sad to see it go, but we've had a good run with the turkey mixture, so I'm adding the rest. And I'm gonna also add some of the tomatoes. Now remember, I did save a couple of the tomatoes from that same can, which stretched so far. I saved some of those tomatoes in tiny bowls, so I do have a little bit left, but I put the majority of it in here with this pasta for our third meal. And I'm just gonna stir that up. Now remember, we had 2 packs of ramen and we only used one of the seasonings. So if you don't have seasoning at home, use that second pack of ramen seasoning to give your pasta a little something extra. Trust me, it gives it a little kick, and it's not bad at all. It's actually pretty delicious. So now I'm just gonna add the pasta to the bowl. Easy peasy, just like that. Y'all, it's so colorful. I'm glad I went with the rotini pasta because it's so colorful. It's just giving the plate a little something extra. At first I was being stingy with the pasta, and then I decided to be a little more generous. I added some lettuce on the side, and after adding the lettuce that I thought they would want to eat with their pasta, I decided to add a little salt and pepper. Just season it with a little salt and pepper. It gives lettuce something extra. Let's go ahead and get this food on the table and see what the family thinks.
It's like seasoned. Oh, the salad seasoned, so it doesn't like need ranch or anything. Cause like the seasoning, it tastes good.
I can taste the tomato. It's like halfway spaghetti. Tastes good. Is that just me, or does it taste like spaghetti?
This is really good with the pasta.
This is like good.
I feel like the colorful pasta was a really good idea because like it makes it like look pretty too. So I feel bad for eating it, but it looks so nice.
Yeah, this doesn't look like it should be on a budget.
This doesn't look like it's on a budget. This is giving you more than like Olive Garden, like to me.
Yeah.
I put my lettuce in the pasta because it gave it like a pasta salad.
Like a salad.
Oh. It kind of tastes like a pasta salad because like the chunks of tomato. It tastes like really good. It's like
I really like the chunks of tomato.
It looks like the pasta was a huge hit, even more so than I expected. So let's move on to our next meal. I think it's time to get into some heavier food. Dinner is going to be chicken, and that's always a crowd favorite. So prepare your chicken however you want, but of course I had tons of onions, so I just chopped up onions in different ways. One tray I prepared with a lot of onions, and the other one I didn't. And then I just used salt and pepper. If you have salt and pepper, use it to season, but that's why we got the onions, just in case you don't have any salt and pepper. Now, the green beans, this huge can, I can't get over the fact that you can get a can of green beans that's this big for only 98 cents. For under $1. That's even cheaper than Dollar Tree. So I'm just gonna go ahead and heat up the green beans. Easy to do. Heat them up however you like to cook your green beans. And now I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that chicken. I cooked a whole bag. I cooked the entire bag of chicken because we can use it all week for any of our meals, so I might as well just cook it all now. So for this meal is going to be pretty easy. I'm just putting some chicken on a plate with some green beans and some rice. We already cooked the rice, so I had that sitting to the side already. All I had to do was add the green beans, and I even added a little carrots and onions on top. Now, as soon as I pulled out the chicken, the commentary kind of stopped. So it was a while before they could actually give me their opinions on the food. But let's see what they think.
I can't believe I ate this whole chicken. Look at me. Hopefully the bones.
Wait, you said this was only wait, did you?
Yeah, it was only $20.
Yeah.
For a whole week.
All of it.
Not even just like one
yeah.
meal.
Yeah.
I can barely get like half a meal.
Yeah.
You can't even get like a sushi platter. Like that'll last like 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
For like $20.
Right?
And like this is like good, like especially us like we're about to get older and going to college and stuff.
Oh, we will be pro college.
Yes.
I think my favorite dish was probably the pizza because like it gave me the taco salad vibe, but like with pizza, it was really good. I really liked that one. That one's my favorite.
My favorite one would probably be like the taco wrap thing with the lettuce and then like the rice and the beef. Yeah, that was really good. I like that one.
My favorite meal was the lettuce wrap because the seasoned turkey, it surprised me. It was so good. I didn't expect the ground turkey to taste like that, and it was well seasoned, and then I liked the crunch, and it seemed like it was something really healthy. It was the perfect portion and everything.
Well, after holding my family hostage for a day full of eating, they decided they'd had enough. Eating Monday through Friday dinner proved too much for them, and they could not stick around for Saturday and Sunday, so it looks like we're on our own. I decided to start by placing out some tortillas. That seemed easy enough, and we had a lot of pasta sauce left from that can, that pizza sauce, so I decided to just spread it on some tortillas. It seemed like the obvious thing to make chicken quesadillas. Now, we're out of turkey. Remember, we used all of that ground turkey that was seasoned with that yummy taco seasoning. We don't have any more of that, so using chicken would be the obvious choice. But where are we going to get the chicken from? This is where you gotta get a little ingenuity, come up with some ideas. So I decided to actually just peel some chicken from the bone of the chicken that we already had. Remember, we had a 5-pound bag that was more than enough. Why go out and buy more chicken when I can just peel some chicken and make sure there's no fat on it, make sure there are no bones, and I can use that for our chicken quesadillas. So that's exactly what I decided to do. I put the cheese down and I peeled off some chicken, just enough to make some chicken quesadillas. And if you have more in your house that you can use to put on your quesadillas, go ahead, make them as hearty as possible. But since this is what we have, we're gonna use this and make some really good quesadillas. Now you can fry them on the stove or you can put them in the oven, your choice. Guys, but if you don't have any butter, if you don't have any butter to fry them or you don't have any oils to fry them, remember, this might seem a little southern to some people or a little ghetto, however you want to call it, but you can always use some of that chicken grease that you got sitting in that pan to just give them a little bit of shine and put them in a pan to give them some nice golden brown crispiness. But I do recommend just sitting them in the oven because that's the most practical and the most healthy thing to do. You don't have to put any oils or anything on them. You can sit these juicy quesadillas right there in the oven, cover them with an extra tortilla, let them get brown and let them get all gooey and cheesy, and they will be perfect, hot and ready to go out to your family. I actually had extra pasta left over, so I just put quesadillas with a little pasta, just kind of like a Saturday mix up, just Saturday, just go for what you know, just put anything you can together. So quesadillas, and if somebody wanted some extra pasta, we had leftover pasta on the side. Now Sunday, I wanted Sunday to be one of those days where you get a Sunday dinner. Everybody wants the big Sunday dinner, right? So I decided for Sunday to do it big. I said we have all this chicken left over. We still have some rice that we can use. We have carrots, we have onions, we have the whole shebang. Let's do a Sunday dinner that we can be proud of, that everyone can leave the table saying this was definitely a Sunday dinner. So I put the carrots and the onions, everything that I had left, I put it in there with the rice just to give it some texture. I added the rest of the lettuce that we had, and this isn't all that we had. There was so much lettuce to go around for the week. But I added the lettuce, I added the rest of the green beans that we had. We still had green beans left. And I even put a couple tortillas, just heated those up and put those on the side as well. So we have this nice looking plate. And now all we have to do is add chicken because we have tons of chicken left, right? So I added the chicken that we had left, and this looks like a Sunday dinner, guys. What do you think? This is 7 days worth of food with $20, less than $20 worth of ingredients. I feel pretty proud of this, and my family enjoyed every bite. You can stretch this out for 7 days for a family of 4, but if you're a family of 2, even better. You can have even more, and you can have bigger portions, guys. So however you have it, if you have more in your budget, guys, so whatever you can do, if you have a little more in your budget, maybe $5 more, you can add more to your meal. It's all about what you can afford to do. And if you can afford this $20, you can eat like this for 7 days at Walmart. All right, that's going to be it for this challenge. If you want to see more challenges and videos like this, how to eat on a budget, make sure you click the link in the description box below. But that's going to be it for this video. OCC gang, I'm out.